Good day to you.
I got in one little fight.
What's going on, people? So this is episode... What episode is this? Episode 15. Episode fucking 15. Series 2, What Reality Are You In? And this one I've got... Well, we decided to wear sunglasses for the whole period. Don't know was that was due to maybe some substances that were taken before the pod, or maybe we just all felt like wearing sunglasses. But it's a funny fucking pod. Got a new addition to the lads, Rashid. Come out with some classics, especially what he thinks of tortoises, something like that he said, and Pokemon, but also fatherhood and his journey and his reality. We talk about some, we talk about what everyone else was fucking talking about, which was Will Smith slapping Chris Rock. So yeah, it's a good episode. I'm not going to go on like I usually do, and every time I say I'm not going to go on, I usually go on. So I'm going to leave you with the episode, and enjoy and sign up to that fucking Patreon so I can keep doing this. Cheers. Oh yeah, Morning Breath's on. Still hasn't done a fucking episode, and I think if we all write in the comments that you should do a fucking episode, maybe we might. Who knows? And Charlie. Oh yeah, Charlie's been promoted to co-host. And my first sponsor. This episode is also sponsored by Pfizer. Not the big pharmaceutical company, no, another one. Peace. It's the best I can do this one.
Get the fuck up. Simon says, get the fuck up.
I was wondering how long I could keep that on for.
I was hoping for the
I've got
full
the whole
tune.
song on
That's
there,
what I was hoping for, I can't lie.
Yeah. So, episode 15, lads. Newcomer, Rashid.
Let's go.
Welcome.
AKA Rashconte.
Morning Breath is back. And not with a mask this time. No pixelation either.
Oh, fuck.
This wasn't in the contract.
Agreed to this.
Yeah, burnt it.
Imagine if you just bust out.
Yeah, shit.
Yeah, and Charlie, you're going to be a co-host today.
Yeah.
Oh, swear down.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's been
Shit.
promoted.
Swear.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I've got wisdom to
Hey, what?
perfection. I need half the spoken.
I didn't know. What was there a position going?
Oh, cool. We can do musical chairs. That's how it starts.
This is an application process. I
I was using this as my interview for Morning Breath.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Fuck me, you're doing me like that, yeah.
No.
He's freelance, bro. He's freelance. Whore himself out.
Okay.
Never whore himself out.
Yeah, subcontract that one.
Hitman for hire, do you know what I'm saying?
Oof, I like that.
Mr. Get the job done.
So, Easter Sunday. Not that we're pre-recording, but we are. But Easter Sunday. Does anyone give a fuck about Easter or just a bank holiday these days?
I feel like it's just an excuse to eat chocolate and just lay in bed. And I'm not mad.
Do you need
You're
an
not mad.
I'm not mad at that.
I'm not mad. I'm laying in bed. Yeah.
I'll do that anyway.
Depressing life. That's crazy.
Like for me, I don't know. I don't like Easter eggs and all that. It's not a thing in my family at all.
Oh, right. You mean like that kind of give a shit? I thought you were talking about religiously and stuff.
Well, either, like you know what I mean. It, like what's the difference?
Me personally,
like, the
no.
Easter egg is the rebirth or whatever. That's the beginning of it, and I think.
What, the Easter egg, did you say?
Yeah.
Say that again.
It's the the words of stuff. I swear it's something to do. Obviously, the egg, like what comes first. The chicken
I never
or
actually, you know what? I've
So the egg is
never
like-
actually given it that much thought.
Neither have I.
Yeah, I just
No one does though.
Just took it
innit?
at face
Like,
value.
Christmas is Santa, and Easter eggs are like from.
No, but I
Santa.
kind of get Santa because it's St. Nicholas, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
Didn't it
And
used to be
he-
green?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, before like Coca-Cola did.
Yeah,
some,
Coca-Cola turned
some
them
like
red behind.
advertisement.
What, he was green,
I think.
It was green.
like the Grinch.
Yeah.
Gang. I got no more sound bites on it.
Oh, you got none?
Not on the Grinch.
Oh.
No.
Oliver
But
Twist.
Yeah, with like Easter, obviously, I guess because it's spring and so it's like chickens and I don't know why.
It is. I'm not fucking around. I weren't saying rebirth for like.
So
no
then,
reason.
what's the significance of the Easter bunny then?
I have no idea.
Exactly.
I have no idea. Like,
Never even thought about
what's the significance of Santa on the side of a Coca-Cola lorry every year on the same advert? You know what I mean? It's to sell Coca-Cola.
It's a class advert.
So it's to sell chocolate.
Right, yeah.
The bunny's to sell chocolate. But then a bunny doesn't even hatch eggs, does it?
Yeah, it's just like, what is?
So what the fuck is going on?
We need to get some fucking answers, bro.
Yeah.
Can we Google some of this stuff?
Yeah.
If only we had a laptop or any of us had a phone that had Google on
this
it.
information era.
Yeah, man.
But like I kind of like it being a bit of a myth right now that none of us have an idea what we're celebrating.
But it's gonna be awkward when your kids ask you. You know them ones.
I got time.
Damn.
Congratulations, by the way.
Yeah, damn, you really thinking like a dad, didn't it?
Yeah,
Bro,
just
I
went
got-
straight in with the fatherhood.
Yo, I've
Different
got to put
angle.
like my father hat on.
Oh,
Yeah.
you got that glow. You got that glow going on. I'm not gonna lie.
Daddy glow.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like now, I feel like from the 3 months since we had him, you just feel a gradual change. Because like people think as soon as you have a kid, then straight away like boom, you're like everything's gone. Like habits are gone. You're just gonna be this great brand new parent, but it's actually a transition.
Yeah,
I feel like the first couple of weeks in itself is not even about you because you and your partner just like besotted by this little thing
You made.
A
that
little
you made.
you. It's literally a little
It's
you.
a little you and your partner. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think literally sleep is a myth. Like from the hospital up until maybe a week and a half old, we literally just did not sleep.
Yeah.
What do you feel like?
it,
Like where you say it's a gradual change. What do you feel like is the change in you personally, like from the first month to the third month, in like a personality trait, or like how you're committed to certain things, or what you're gonna do?
It's a bit of both, if I'm being honest, because I feel like when you have a kid, it's almost like being a parent now. You've got a mirror in front of you, and it's like you've got to think about, okay, who am I? You know, I'm someone's mum, someone's dad. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
just
yeah.
like look at yourself and just sort of think back to maybe your childhood and you know how you were raised and how that all affects maybe your decisions now and how you want to like differ and do things differently. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's a gradual change. Like it just seeps into your brain and it just literally changes everything you do. Just knowing you've got to be solely responsible for this.
Yeah, of course.
Ah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I ain't had that feeling with Alan Watts yet as a daughter. He ain't done it.
It'd be gradual, yeah.
I don't even make the...
You wouldn't die for you wouldn't die for Adam Watts.
Oh,
I actually thought about it though.
yeah. At least
I
you
mean,
thought
would he
about
die for me though? No.
Probably not. No.
No.
He doesn't even understand.
He'll
what's
die
going
if I ain't there. He's just like he's
ain't got a
constantly
clue.
looking up, knowing there's like giants walking around.
Innit? Yeah.
In that small enclosure, he don't know what's going on. Nah, so
Wouldn't it be trippy though if like
if I died for
if
a
he
tortoise, built a legacy from a shed to die for Alan Watts, the tortoise.
it. Bro.
That'd be a story.
That's a story I would not be proud to tell.
To be fair though, I am gonna die before him.
Oh, my pal
Well,
Ryan
unless-
died. How did he die? Oh, he saved his tortoise.
Tortoise.
Where's
There
the
was a-
tortoise
there
now? I
was a
don't know.
deal.
I don't know.
Yeah, there was a deal with the devil. Like, it's you or Alan. It's like, yeah, me. But no, he's
Who would you want to look after your tortoise if you died?
Yeah, that's a good point actually.
uh
You used to think about.
I mean, my brother's got terrapins in it in Spain.
what's
but
a terrapin?
It's like another turtle, but they're just constantly in water, swimming around. Like he's cool. You can pick him up, put him in the garden, he'll walk around like whatever. He's like calm. I'm a philosopher, but like, yeah, my brother it's a constant like, bruv, you need to clean the tank out. They're swimming in shit. So I think like I don't think say 50 years, or if I live that long, or 40 years, or whatever, they'll be pretty fucking old by then.
Yeah.
It's just got to be handed down. But then if I'm traveling as well, he's
How
quite
bi-
easy though.
How
He
big?
lives in
How
a
big
box.
will he get?
Like it takes 10 years. It cracks me up how much my tortoise comes on this pod, and I wish he could he could heat himself up so he could just jam with us.
Yeah.
But he freezes to death. So
Oh no.
Oh, it's calm. It's calm.
Really?
Sorry, people.
Follow your advice, mate.
Yeah, but basically, it'll take like 10 years, 10, 20 years for him to get full size.
It would take
And
him
what is full
sorry?
size? Like how big is full
Like
size?
that big.
Oh, really?
Oh, man.
That's crazy.
Yeah. They look a bit weird, like when they're bigger.
What age would he live to?
Like 70 to 100.
It's crazy.
I'm-
Guy in the
remember hearing
the
that.
guy in the reptile shop didn't tell me none of this shit.
So
Like, do you think I would have got a pet if I knew he was going to live fucking 70 to 100 years?
I would have returned it that day.
but how
You know what?
How
I
much
think-
effort is it? How much effort is it to look after like?
Bruv, he's 85p probably a week cost. Not even that.
That's
actually.
minor.
Not even that. I buy. He has cabbage in there. He's got like little plants and everything. Anyone wants to get a tortoise, this is a really good pod for you.
I'm so intrigued.
But yeah, cabbage, bruv. He just eats that 85p. That lasts for fucking 2 weeks away. It doesn't cost me nothing.
So minor though. Yeah, exactly. It's low cost.
It's a calm pet, bruv. It's just easy, and I just think it's fucking nuts. Like it's a reptile in your room,
What? So
and he's not a snake that wants to like line himself up to next to you and maybe eat you. You know, like a python or something like that. Like I'm not down with that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it looks great, but in the night it might sneak out and get me. So
Do you know what's funny? I'm not gonna paint myself in the brightest light, but I think up until very recently,
straight up.
I'm laying my heart on the table. But up until recently, I always thought tortoises were the ones in water and turtles were the one on land.
Sorry, what though? Tortoises.
Tortoises. There we go.
I made a friend. Me and you would get along. I'm good with words as well.
And do you know what it is? Now I know why. Because think back to Pokemon, Squirtle was the one in water.
Oh,
And then-
yeah.
No, Squirtle, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, is it?
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
Squirtle
was the one in
Squirtle
water,
was the one
yeah.
in water. And then,
Yeah.
What's the other one that it evolves into?
War turtle.
War turtle. And I just like, I put 2 and 2 and it made 5. Ever since I was like,
You remind me of. Did you see that Logan Paul with the fucking?
Yeah.
With
What,
the
five
Pokemon card.
5.3 million.
Yeah,
at
yeah.
his neck.
And he iced it out as well, innit?
Yeah.
Like, he
he
looked
had
good
like a chain.
wrestling, as in like he looked legit, like
He-
a legit
he
wrestler.
was sick.
He's an
Yeah.
athlete, man.
Yeah,
He's an
yeah.
athlete.
The guy is like a full game player. Like he knows how to fucking.
He's playing life, like he's playing the game of life.
Oh,
Like
I'm
if I
gonna
was
do that, bang, cool.
if I was rich, yeah, I'd want to wrestle. I'd want to, you know what I mean? I'd want to go and box against the greatest boxer ever. Like, why? He's literally playing the game of life. Like he's
Yeah,
winning the
yeah.
game of life.
He did try with movies a fair bit, like and.
Oh, he
done
done
a little
acting.
thing. Like I think that was the beginning, so I reckon he'll probably go back to that. Maybe I think YouTube is a bit of an outcast thing for people that didn't quite make it. You know, they want to create their own content rather than be told what content they want to do. But then I think they become more creative from that,
100%.
and then we'll probably go back to films, or if they can get into films as well.
But he probably wouldn't like. He doesn't have to do that. He'd only do it if he wants to do it, because
No,
how
of
much
course.
do you think he would make off any? Like he'd make much more off a video than being cast in a role.
I don't know, man. YouTube takes like 35%, then you got 20%. Then
Wait, did you say he'd get more from YouTube than like a film?
If he made like a
Endorsement-wise.
5-minute, 10-minute video, he's making
Yeah, he's making
untold
fun.
money.
But one film,
being
6
cost-
months,
But-
you could get fucking 20 mil. 6
That's-
months,
but
though.
that-
You look at
as
that,
in,
like,
like,
that's too long.
I guess that's
I
assuming
could do
that
that
you've got
in
a big
night.
part in the film as
Yeah,
well.
that's
right?
leading man
True,
money.
true,
Yeah.
true.
Blockbuster hit.
But
I
then
don't
he's
even-
got enough now to just go and do wrestling. I don't think it's really about the money. It's more coming to like
The
you know,
experience and
the-
stuff. Yeah.
yeah, the illusion of power. Like that's what I
Yeah.
want to do.
I feel like when you've got a platform like his, do you know what I mean? The world is your oyster. Like,
Literally.
what can't you do?
It's true.
What can you not do now?
Yeah. So like it. So
Killing
anyway,
it,
back
absolutely
to
killing
Easter
it.
though. I just wanted.
We need to
about-
fact check the egg, and
Alright, let me do-
we need to
What?
understand where the egg
but
came
also
from.
like anyone like family wise, or is it Jesus like fucking coming back? Like, what would you do if Jesus come back now? What do you think he would be like?
Bit late, mate. Bit late.
Yeah, what took you so long?
We've been waiting for ages.
He wouldn't be white and blue-eyed.
Wow,
Put it that way.
What if he's
Nah,
come in a
exactly,
different
exactly.
form?
Controversial.
What if he's come in a different form and we just never knew it was him?
Where does the Easter egg come from?
Can I play some music? Should I rap to brighten the mood a bit?
You know what? That's enough of that. Where does the traditional Easter egg come from? Across the country, even it's not religious.
Right, whilst you read that, we're going to have a conversation over here.
Anyway, I'm just.
I'm riveted, bro.
Bruv, I don't get. I actually want to find
You're
out.
fixated. Ben, you're probably like, are we Googling this yet? Like, can we Google it right now?
I knew it. Rebirth. The egg
there
is,
we go.
I don't need to read any more of this shit. See you later.
Was that Fluke guess before?
What's what?
The rebirth, was that a Fluke guess
I
before?
guess it'd be like an educated
I
guess.
was
It's-
thinking.
but yeah, it's
I
more
was
like
thinking it
educated
was.
guess.
It was. Well, an egg obviously gives life. You know what I mean? It's an egg. It will hatch.
So what about the bunny? Search where the bunny
I
comes
don't
from.
know why. I don't care anymore. Fuck Easter. But like,
Here we go again in
Yeah.
Nazi Germany.
I'm gonna have to put the first part in now. But no, I do think it's.
This is like the modern equivalent of burning books. Do you know what I mean?
Just denial of information. Soviet Union shit, bro.
Well, it's interesting to understand though, probably where the separation of the bunny and the egg started away from Christianity and Jesus.
Clearly not interesting enough, mate. You know.
It's not. I thought that as I said it. But do you think Jesus was a real guy then, or do you think he was like a magician walking
I've
around
honestly
playing
never
tricks with
given
wine
it
and
that
water?
much thought.
We went to a Catholic school though.
Yeah, we did. We did.
What? They didn't really rein it in or nothing.
I don't know. I just feel like, whilst like I know a lot of people in my life are religious, I've just never really bothered to think about it. You know what I mean? Because I'm of the opinion where it's just like I don't think I'll ever truly know. So I guess I'm just agnostic.
Yeah.
I don't think, regardless of like how many things I read, how many different fucking religious books I read, I don't think I'll ever really know. So
So it's
kinda
not worth it. Not worth the
Yeah.
time, basically.
It's kind of lazy, but yeah, like, I don't even want to read to make a fucking decision.
Yeah, I heard a not a theory the other day, but like a kind of concept. What?
That's the most you thing you've ever said.
Nah, for real.
But like life's a bit of a magnet game, innit? So meaning like when you find out something, it's like two opposing magnets. So it's like you find it out, then it keeps going. So it's like the more information you find out,
the more you
the more
see.
perception you have, but then the more you see, and then more it becomes, and it's just a constant fucking game of that. So I find it's like, yeah, religion can be like that, I think, but it's like, I don't know. I saw one interview of a guy standing outside the Vatican, and he was just like, he was religious, but he was also kind of taking the piss. Like, you know, if Jesus come back and see like all these gold thrones and everything else, it's not really. It's kind of gone in a completely different path. And then like he'd be like, "What's it?" Jesus would probably just straight up be like, "What the fuck is the egg and the bunny about?" bruv?" Wait, who thought of this
Yeah,
one?
trust.
Also, all those statues of him on the cross, I'd be like, you lot are taking the piss. That was the lowest moment of my entire life. At least have me healthy, like in my prime. Like,
You're making jewelry out of it. You know what I mean?
Trust, that's actually crazy.
Yeah. But that's the thing, like he sacrificed himself but then it's the idea that he played God, isn't it? You know, so then they crucified him for that in a sense, or he.
it's the ultimate sacrifice. isn't it?
Yeah, for that, yeah.
Sacrifice his life.
And then
so-
came back 3 days later, wasn't it? And then
Yeah.
everyone's like, yeah, we know, yeah, yeah. So I got a soundbite to see if you lot clock on to what I want to talk about next. 'Cause
All right, go on.
it's kind of obvious.
I got in one little fight.
Oh, that's just taking me back to Sunday
Okay.
night when I watched it live.
Did you watch it live? Who are you?
Oh.
You actually.
Yeah.
You know,
Well, I thought the
can't
whole
even lie, I
reason
saw
was
it
no
live.
one watches
Oh
the
my
Oscars
God.
anymore. And this guy's watching it live.
do you know what it is? We had a long day, a long weekend, and me and my partner's brother were just up, and then we're just night out. So we're like, do you know, let's just stick it on. Hopefully, you know, Will Smith will win his Oscar finally. And bro, we were just up. Like, I tell you what, all the way up to that, like leading that part, like the Oscars was dry. It was dead. Like they were just giving out pointless awards for a good like 3 hours, and
Yeah.
it's like, oh, do you know what? Is it actually worth seeing through this? And then anyways, Chris Rock comes on, makes that joke. You see Will go up, slap him. And then we were just like, oh man, that's actually a bit nuts. We all thought it was real.
Like part of the. Oh, yeah.
I'd have thought it was scripted. Like,
Yeah.
surely
Or
he
like
hasn't
scripted,
actually.
yeah, sorry,
he hasn't
scripted.
actually just gone. And also the fact he chose to slap him just makes it even funnier.
Like not a punch.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Open
like,
fisted.
yeah, man wound up on that slap as well. He brought his hand all the way. Like it looks like comical. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, it wasn't.
I didn't even realize what was going on. Like I had it on my
Mm.
phone and I was like doing something else at the time. So like
what was the
the
time?
audio cut out, bro. It was late. But I had like the day off the next day.
Yeah,
so, like,
yeah,
I wasn't
yeah.
really like worried about the time.
It was like 4ish because I remember
Yeah.
I watched it live and then it went till the bit where Will Smith's actually like cursing and like shouting at Chris Rock. Because like in Britain, in the UK, we heard it fully.
Oh, was
Apparently-
it?
Yeah, out
In
the
America,
States,
yeah.
I
they
was
cut the
watching like
commercial.
a stream online, yeah.
Oh.
So it was like
probably from like US or
it
like
was,
Yeah,
they did that thing where they muted the audio.
Yeah, yeah,
And that's
yeah.
why I was even more confused. I had no idea what was going on.
bro.
Then I just see him like, but yeah, it was
Keep
weird.
my wife's name out your fucking mouth. Like twice. And we were just, me and my...
When you
He's
get the look on
banned
his
now from the Oscars
10
for
years.
10 years.
It is. That's
See,
crazy.
until that point, obviously I'm gonna go full fucking conspiracy.
Oh, yeah.
Go, let's go.
But like I was like, and then the conspiracy going around is obviously Pfizer sponsored the event, right? Their next,
What?
their
Yeah.
next,
How did we
Yeah.
get it?
yeah. No, it's true though. It's true, as in the conspiracy being true.
Okay, wait. What's the conspiracy?
I don't think this anyway, because I think it was that unrealistic in the sense you think.
What is the conspiracy anything to do with Pfizer linking Pfizer to Will
So
Smith's slap?
the conspiracy, no, because their next drug that they're bringing out is for alopecia.
No.
Yeah. So it's like,
No.
but I feel like there's a guy, right? Just where you got a
Will
board,
Smith knows where his bread is
and
buttered.
he's like drawn a dot from down the road and brung the string over like this. Because I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
the fact that he's got banned from the Oscars for 10 years, also the fact that the way it happened and all the tension that Geezer's got around his wife, in the sense like she's publicly put on, all their information, all their badhood and everything else, and it was like he was laughing. And
Yeah,
then
yeah.
he looked, and she looked at him, and I think it's like one thing to go against her. He's like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna slap this dude," So it's kind
Listen.
of like that. But the whole,
I said at the time I feel like it was a slap that came from like insecurity.
Yeah.
100%.
And he wouldn't have listen. If it was like Dave Chappelle, you think he's gonna walk up and slap him? Or imagine it was anyone bigger than him. Like imagine if it was. I don't know, the Rock. Do you think he's gonna walk up and try and slap him? Like
No chance.
Well,
but
when-
to be fair, could you see them making that joke?
no,
Was it?
that joke weren't even bad, man.
Was it?
That-
It wasn't bad, but it feels like a joke only like a comedian could make.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
when you say
yeah.
the
But
Rock.
come on,
all right. What
man.
about Dave Chappelle? Do you think he's walking up and slapping Dave Chappelle?
Do you think
I
Ricky Gervais?
don't think so,
Ricky
no.
Gervais.
No, I don't.
I don't think he did a Ricky Gervais either.
Ricky Gervais,
Yeah.
Ricky Gervais was like, it's been a great year for paedophiles this year, and then said the two popes, and the guy just went like this. He was just like, nothing. Like, so it's like, come on, he makes a joke, and it's like,
No, I agree. No, he shouldn't be getting up there and slapping it.
no. And then his speech was all like, fucking one love. Like, it was like,
Yeah.
bruv, you just slapped a guy. Like,
He needs healing.
you
man.
know.
He needs
healing.
Yeah.
That was the first
Have you
thing I
seen
thought.
what's come up? What Jada Pinkett Smith said now as well. How she didn't want to marry him, and
I think
he
that's.
cried.
I think it's like a clip from an old interview.
Is it?
Yeah, but
yeah, still.
this guy's just forever holding L's. And the thing is, like, he was so like. I find him so cool. Like, he's just such a cool guy. But now it's just
Icon.
yeah.
You
But
can't help but like.
It's sad
I feel
to
like
see,
his
bro.
image has been like tainted a little bit.
yeah, it had 100%. It had every.
100.
Did you see that video? I only saw it this morning when she starts videoing him, and he's like, "I don't want to be videoed." Like,
I did.
pull that up. Pull that up, Jamie.
I did.
Have you seen the other thing, though?
Jamie on his own podcast.
Yeah, gave you co-host and literally demoted me at the same time, and then got freelance
Jamie.
work for you. But the other thing was that he spent 3 years organising her 40th birthday, I think it was.
Yeah.
Table talk.
And then he done a whole documentary for her, and then like some big elaborate thing, and she turned around and was like, "This is just the biggest egotistical thing
You could do.
you could do."
I think I heard the seagulls.
Yeah,
You
I
actually
told
did
you I
speak
spoke
too soon. That's crazy.
Yeah, they're back.
What's
But yeah, going back to that, it's crazy because like Will was at the Red Table Talk when she said that, and he was like, yep, and I realised it really was like the most egotistical thing.
Yeah, he
I
was
could
all
do
that.
that, and he actually just like.
Email.
But I don't know. It's a bit
You
too
sent
deep.
it on thing, innit?
On WhatsApp.
Yeah.
Send it to
Yeah,
me.
I saw that as well. To be honest, I just feel like you know, I just feel like Hollywood is just so weird, and like being that famous and that, I just feel like people are very weird, and like, yeah, maybe he's in a place where
Do you
he's just listening to a lot of bullshit.
Do you feel now like
type shit?
there are obviously a load of people that idolize celebs, like when you look at Kim Kardashian or the Kardashians or, you know, Will Smith or all of that kind of clique now. Like, they're obviously getting a bit older now, but I feel like after the Oscars, it's almost a bit like these people are just so weird to us now in a sense of how they move about or what they do. You know,
I honestly can't
You've gone
even
from
imagine what
millionaires
it's
to
like to be
billionaires. You know, like, you know,
I can't imagine.
no,
I can't
can't imagine that lifestyle.
I can't even imagine the way they think because we live such different lives. Like, I just don't even know what's going on. Like,
It's crazy because especially with social media now, you feel like, oh, this is the closest I could get to, you know, my celeb because it's easy to connect. But then you realise the way they live, like we're so far apart.
yeah, it's so far removed.
Ridiculous.
But the way like Will and Jada moved, like, I think what Jay-Z and Beyonce did, like, they keep it out. Like, they don't, you know, you don't talk about, like, why is
she
anyone...
made a whole album about him cheating.
Yeah, I ain't heard Beyonce's album, to be honest.
A very artistic album.
You're sitting there in your room, like...
Why is that funny?
No, I just find it funny. I literally do. It's a bad day. Yeah, I'm going to listen to Beyonce all day.
Charlie was about to
What
eat
happened
the work angle out there. He's about to catch him in a trap.
Yeah, see me laying it, innit?
I see you.
Alright, what's this?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's short.
Yeah.
But this is just really sad, man. In my opinion, like I just feel like you can just, anyways.
Seeing this one.
Steph Perot is coming to the table. She's going to be at the red table. Would you say she has been instrumental in you and I redefining our relationship?
I would say don't just start filming me without asking me
Oh my goodness.
if you could film me.
Astaire, come help us again, please. I'm still dealing with foolishness.
Don't, no, because she don't just.
Would you say that she
Nah, this has to be a joke.
hurts that we cause between one another?
My social media presence is my bread and butter, okay? So you can't just use me for social media and not, don't just start rolling. I'm standing in my house. Don't just start rolling.
Nah, this is very
Please
weird.
watch Astaire at the red table because she's helped us a lot. Can't you tell?
That's mad.
No, that has to be a joke because you know why?
It's just awkward.
Because
though,
why the fuck would you post that?
And she still went on and posted. That's so white, bro.
Do you think that's real? Because I just struggle to think that. Why would you post that?
Bro, Red Table Talk, that's what it's based off. That's what Red Table Talk is. It's literally her talking about her experiences and literally just airing all of their dirty laundry. And for me, it's just like watching it, I'm just like, okay, to you might find it healing and this and that in your own sort of way, but it's like you're giving the internet a baton to beat you guys with day in, day out with what you say.
And I was speaking to someone and saying exactly the person was saying exactly what you're saying. It's healing and it's generational healing because it's 3 generations of a family. But at the same time, your life partner, you never hang them out to dry, man. You never, as you say, give them give the outside world reasons to attack your partner. You don't hang them out to dry. You're a team and you're in this life together, in my opinion, man. You're a team and you should be unbreakable to the outside world. And it's just as you say, letting the outside world in. It's mad. It's mad. I think even that's abusive in my opinion.
Do you think that video is real though?
If it's real,
Bro.
I think so. Also, his face looked very real.
Like,
Although
it
he's an
did
actor.
look real.
He's an actor.
That's the thing. Like, I'm struggling to I don't know,
You saw
because it looks real, but why would I'm struggling to think of the thought process. Like, why would you post that if that was real? You know what I'm saying?
But then that kind of context,
she's just being too open.
but that kind of context comes across to you because it's more vulnerable. You know what I mean? You're looking at it's a normal kind of situation where if that camera wasn't there, he obviously wouldn't be talking about get the camera out of my face. But it seems like you know, it's very TikTok vibe. It's very just straight up camera talking, whatever. But when you see the slap or whatever, and it looks so orchestrated, then we take it as real. Do you know what I mean? It's like that one's actually more deceiving. You can't tell with that.
I know,
one.
but like when you think about it, from
I'm just
like
telling you, Pfizer's coming for you.
What next? They joined
What next,
after.
Joe?
no, I
I
was
can't
just gonna,
believe you brought that back.
And that
Yeah, I
was world
forgot.
class. That was world class.
no, but like I was just. Sometimes it's just how you think, not necessarily the content of the clip, but you think about the practical like things that it took in order for
the
us to see
posting
that.
after that.
So the posting of that to me, like whilst the content of it is like kind of deceiving and it's kind of like weird, you don't know if it's real or not. The fact that you've posted that leads me to think it's just like a weird joke.
You've taken
you've-
taken the time to look over it. You've taken the time to talk about it, and then
Probably
you
put a
posted it.
caption.
Yeah.
Like,
Was it a
do you know what I'm
live
saying?
feed or?
I don't know. I've seen as much as you've seen now.
What I
I'm not
find
too sure.
mad is the blast of when did this happen? Like when we were having this live Oscar night last week or the week before. It's 2 weeks, isn't
2
it?
weeks, yeah. 2
So
weeks.
there'll be another news story, I reckon, coming this week because it's 2 weeks you get a news story, and then that's the only one you fucking hear about.
Yeah, that's true.
But it's crazy because I feel like everyone's been talking about is the Oscars and Will Smith and the slap, and it's just crazy. It's like when I think of
Fucking
Will and
war
Jada,
going on.
yeah,
A
when I,
literal war.
That might be why we're all talking about Will
Yeah.
Smith slapping Chris Rock.
Oh, so it's Pfizer and a distraction from the war.
Yeah. Yeah.
Choose your lane.
And Hitler in the shed.
So you're accepting that branding of yours?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Bruv, you're not even a co-host.
No, I know, man.
Go on,
Well, we're
have a
getting views. We're getting views. So, Mr. Morning Breath, tell me more about the next episode.
Okay, now.
wow.
What were we talking about?
Do you have one in mind? Have you actually? Like,
Nah, not at all.
Just
Just put him on blast.
I think you
I'm
should
creatively
do one called
barren.
Not bothered.
I just can't really be fucked at the moment, to be honest. Yeah, I'm just enjoying not doing it.
It's bad because I feel like you got about 5 episodes.
But is it mad? I think it's genius in a way for his brand. Like it's an anti-pod.
Yes,
Like he's going against
exactly.
all the rules. Like he's not
Exactly.
going to do it the way it's supposed to be done.
exactly.
An episode every week.
I've got a podcast. I just never make one.
It's building suspense.
Yeah.
Trust. The longer you wait between the drops, the more, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to like build some sort of what's the word, like, you know, you,
Some hype or
Cult
something.
following.
you know that saying, absence makes the heart grow fonder.
Yeah.
Trying to work some of that into it, you know?
Like Frank Ocean, basically.
Yeah,
How's-
exactly.
You're the epitome of Frank Ocean.
Exactly.
How's that working out for you?
I don't know. See the analytics. I don't know. I'm just very lazy, to be honest. But yeah, one day, you know,
You might get a new
one
one.
day I might, you might see one day.
It is
For like
still
a
a bit
couple
of
of
a
weeks.
loose. It is still a bit of a loose concept in a sense, though. Even though it's been going on with Joe Rogan and shit for like 10 years or 12 years or whatever. But
What,
before that as
podcasting?
well. Yeah, but like, you know,
It does feel kind of saturated, though. A little bit.
Yeah, since
There's a lot. There's a lot of
since lockdown and everything else, you know what I mean? Everyone decided to go and talk to themselves, didn't they? You know,
Yeah,
no
yeah.
one's around. I need to Zoom call.
Yeah,
you know,
true.
so
True.
but I think like I think it's just for me it's another asset. Like I want to do other things as well, but it's like I think it's a good outlet. But
Yeah.
I started off with like, oh yeah, let's bring one out every Sunday. I try and do an episode every Sunday, but I tried to do. I can't fucking do a solo pod every week in a sense. I'm just like I don't want to build that kind of, okay, this is a whole concept, I need to talk about this, blah,
Yeah,
blah, blah.
yeah.
You know, it's like I look at a podcast and it's like if I want to just fucking go and vent for fucking 10 minutes or whatever,
Yeah.
or have people run a chat, but I don't look at it like there's until you get a mad audience and people waiting, I suppose. I don't look at scheduling. You know what I mean? What's the time now? We're doing this at like 10 o'clock at night. It's like whenever, innit? Seagulls and fucking kids next door.
No, for real.
So you're basically not doing one anytime soon. Then that's the point.
No plans. No plans to.
No immediate plans, no.
I feel that. I
Well,
feel
yeah,
that. No,
one-
that's fair
one
enough.
day.
Before you know it, it'll
But
drop
that-
one on Monday out of nowhere.
Jeez.
Come on, man. Tell me that ain't genius.
That is a.
Exactly.
Bro,
Start your week right.
listen, that is some marketing expert 101 shit. And talking of expert marketing 101 shit, Rashconte, when's your next mix?
Yo, that come around.
I like
smooth.
it. I like it.
Wow.
Nice
Hey,
segue,
listen,
nice
hiring
segue.
with your co-presenter, man. You need that.
Yeah, he's just been re-employed.
Next mixes, I've got a few in the pipeline. I've got one pending with this brand called Culture Purdue.
Oh, yeah?
Got that coming. They've got this easy collection out on their website. So
Jeez.
gonna do a mix based on that. Just a little 20, 30 minute. And then obviously summer's around the corner, man. We've got to get summer bangers out. We need like some throwbacks. Start the summer right. Do you know the ones?
100%. Because obviously you've had some big summers in the past. Obviously you toured in Greece. What was that? Just before lockdown.
Just before lockdown.
Touring in Greece.
Didn't you go as well?
Second.
Yeah,
leg.
man.
Yeah.
I was there.
Yeah. Chris Jenner out here.
The weird life.
I was like P Diddy all up in the videos.
Check the footage. It's actually true.
But
That was a vibe, man.
no, yeah, that was class. That was class. So this
How many
brand-
times have you lot been there? What, twice?
Yeah, twice in me now. But
Did you go with him both times? as
No,
well?
just the last time.
Oh,
no,
just the last time.
It was the second time, wasn't it?
second time?
Yeah.
Where'd you go, Greece?
So the first time I DJ'd at a bar called Gasper the Club in Arthur. And then
Oh,
the
you even put
second
that
time-
accent
Oh,
on it.
Come on, man. I've got a Greek. Hey, I've got a Greek fan base, man.
The
Greek fan base.
Good? Understand.
And then the second time was at this beachside club in Pfizer, which was just amazing. That manager.
But yeah, Beefer soon come in it. Beefer clubs, Pasha, whatever.
I feel like
Hit us up the weird live.
We'll get
the weird life, yo.
The weird live.
But I feel like we're going into a normal year, hopefully.
Yeah. That's how it seems.
It feels like it,
That's how it
but I'm
seems.
just like, I hope nothing happens. But it feels like okay, we're gonna get a normal year. I'm like,
Yeah, it
bucket
does
list,
seem like
let's
that.
go. Like,
You just never know with this government, man, and this country. Like you just
this
never
world.
know. It's even true.
What is real?
But it's true. But I'm glad that we're out of like whatever it was, and now it's like fucking. We can actually like festivals. I think everyone's gonna go fucking because we had this feeling last year, innit? And then it got taken away in a certain sense.
21st of June. Then they fucked that too.
push it back to like July, innit? Or something.
Yeah, that was fucked.
That's fucked.
That was
That shit was
fucked.
supposed to go off.
But now it's like
He must have been burning.
It's not even.
Bro, he was doing 5 nights of shows, Mike Skinner, when he
Yeah,
released
yeah.
that. He was doing 5 nights of shows in Birmingham in like a really small venue. And I actually managed to get tickets for one of the nights.
What you did?
Yeah,
What,
yeah.
tickets.
Bro, they should call me Ticket Master. Do you know what I'm saying?
I reckon you stand outside like you're one of them guys.
Touts.
What, like a towel?
Yeah,
It's true, you do get tickets for a lot of things.
he's always got tickets.
He's a plug, man. If you need a plug for tickets.
No, he's not a plug though. 'cause
No,
he's
he's got the
he just
tickets
gets
for
them for
him.
himself. He just gets them for himself. He doesn't say anything. He says, "Yeah, I'm going to Secret Garden Party." Like 2 months after he puts it. Fucking vegan.
Fair. I respect it.
Hey, I mean, you know, if you're not first, you're last.
It's true. It's true.
If you're not first, you're not there, I guess.
We make up for it anyway.
You got a bucket list, innit?
Yeah.
Yeah. What's your top 3 things on a bucket list then?
Don't die.
Nice.
Straight.
Don't kick the bucket.
Done.
Black belt.
Lay in bed. Nothing else. Watch the Oscars live.
That's what these two actually
Slap.
That's what these two actually did. No,
Tick, tick, tick.
I was trying to make it clear that I was doing other things. But I only had it on my phone, innit? So I wasn't.
So you're
What are
basically
you
up.
doing?
You're basically up.
so you,
No,
so
but I
4
remember
a.m.
I went out on a Saturday, so I was like,
Yeah.
I went out late on a Saturday, woke up like late on a Sunday, so obviously I was up for a while on Sunday, and I didn't have work the next day. So
Oh, I remember my first party.
yeah, I'm just trying to paint a picture. I didn't stay up to watch the Oscars. I just need to make that clear.
What are you lying? What are you lying?
All right. What was you doing whilst the Oscars was on? 5, 4, 3, 2.
I want to tell you.
Yuri!
No. I don't want to divulge that information. But I just want to make it.
No, I really want to know that. I really want to know.
Okay, so what was you saying right about?
The dark left.
What was you saying about Will Smith?
Pfizer.
No, Pfizer. How did we get to Pfizer? Honestly, I don't know how we got there yet. Oh, the alopecia, yeah.
What were you doing?
What are you doing?
What were you doing?
The fact that you're just like, no, but I just had it on my phone, innit? So I was doing other things.
Yeah.
What, just in the background in the kitchen? Like,
Yeah. I was cooking.
Oh, so Mr. Rashconte,
So
are you? Whoops. Are you?
Yeah, stop.
What I was thinking was obviously you're a DJ. You mix. You've got several mixes out there. Are you thinking of bringing any of your own music out? Making your own music
making beats?
That's interesting you say that.
or producing? I don't know.
Yeah, it's funny because I sort of mildly tried my hand at producing. I think this was just after uni, and I just got a Mac. And you know, one of the first programs you have on a Mac is like GarageBand. And then
Guitar.
yeah, piano.
Rob, you sounded different. piano. Pew, pew.
Just going in with all the effects and samples. Like,
I don't even need a touchpad.
No, for real.
Just come and be like, yo, sound.
that was like some of my old mixes.
Piano.
Just to abuse that siren. But yeah, I just tried my hand at GarageBand, and I don't know, it was just like time consuming, but then it felt challenging to like try learn a new skill. And I think now I speak to a lot of DJs, and like they say producing and making your own music is probably just as important nowadays. So it's definitely something I will divulge into.
Yeah.
Well, I think what's the other one? Logic or whatever? I think
Logic,
the other one.
I even upgraded to Logic.
For me, it's just computer based. I just struggle with like the editing. Okay, so put like bass here, then put like a hi hat here. I'm just trying absolute shit.
Well, have you ever tried?
I'm trying GarageBand,
Yeah,
but that's why I went guitar straight, because I was like, oh, that sounds good. Then you're making some shit, and you're like 12, and you're trying to sing and listen to your voice, and you sound absolutely terrible. So that was the last time you ever did it.
Not me, bro.
Well, you got an angel's voice.
Not when I was listening to Beyonce in my bra.
I don't know why that's so loud.
Piano.
Guitar.
I was in a Tesla the other day, yeah.
All right.
Wait. Let's wheel it.
This
Wheel
guy
it.
thinks
Come on,
he's
you got
sick.
something.
Oh my days.
So I was in a Tesla the other day.
All right, mate.
Yeah.
Ooh, I remember my first Tesla.
Don't like you haven't been in a Tesla.
I have. I've never been in the same one, you fucking prick.
Yeah, so you was in the Tesla.
It's in your fucking Tesla, way. You
Not my Tesla.
I know.
I was deliberately not saying who it was. Anyways, on the screen when you're in park, like they've got loads of features, loads of games, loads of functions. So I was just messing around with it the other day, and they've actually got like you can make beats. Like they've got like the technology to just sit there and like. So me and the person whose Tesla it actually is, we just sat there for like 45 minutes just making beats. It was bare fun. Like it was bare fun. I was like, no, I know how Rashid feels now. Like I get it. Like I get it. I don't have an ear for it at all. I'm not gonna lie. It's the worst beat you've ever heard. It's like your first beat when you're still
Just there like that Jay-Z meme. Just there like. It's not proper feeling it. It sounded atrocious.
Did you see the Kanye doc?
Oh.
Yeah.
You see that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I fucking love that doc.
I thought the
sick.
first two episodes were sick.
Yeah, and then
the last one
went
was
fucking
really
nuts.
drawn out, and that's the one I was looking forward to. Because if he had footage from all of that,
I don't know. Kanye's just it seems a bit weird. I'm gonna turn the camera off like every time. Like
I always thought it was a bit weird how they could cover that period, because it's like, just from knowing like how Kanye's been over the years. It's like you know, it's only a matter of time before he cuts this guy off. And he
Yeah,
did.
yeah.
And he
yeah.
did, like, So it's annoying
no,
that we
but he
haven't got footage. He kind of brought him back.
Well, he
but,
did
like,
bring him back, but like, yeah, I think though
a lot of that third episode was like footage that we've already seen.
Yeah.
yeah, it was built up in that way.
Yeah.
But I think
Heartbreaking.
you got to imagine though, the guy's probably got such a big team, and it's like
Yeah.
you got this one guy he's been with since day. But I don't know. I think it's good they did it from the start, and it was so raw. That's what I like.
Yeah, the first
That was
episode
amazing.
sick.
Just following him
Unseen
around,
was
like
no one.
yeah.
They were actually sick. I can't lie.
The confidence to go around like just be like, listen, I'm just gonna make a documentary just for the fuck of it, you know. Like, you got hype as a producer, but then that just sort of genius to do it. Like fuck it, like what we got to lose. And then all of that footage, like
Would you ever think to get someone walking around filming you now?
I do sometimes with Tron, obviously. Like he turned up and I met him in Camden and Tron was just filming me, but I'm not like going producing fucking mad records and chatting to Pharrell and just doing some freestyle with Mos Def. But like, yeah, I vibe it. I think it's interesting. Even if you look at the exit the gift shop with the Banksy film.
Yeah.
Have you seen that?
no,
I haven't seen it.
Bruv, you got to see that. The guy, bruv, the French guy in it, Mr. Brainwash, he literally just filmed like Obey, so graffiti artists from like, you know, back in the day and everything, just filmed all the time. And then Banksy was like, okay, man, like we've got all the footage now, like we need to make a film. So he presented Banksy with this film, and he was like, and Banksy's in this hood in the film and just got a voiceover, like a deep voice or whatever, you can't tell what it is. He's like, so yeah, like, he showed me his work, and I was in that, you know, awkward moment where someone's presented their life work to you, and it's shit.
Oh,
It's real shit. But it was unreadable. Like, it was terrible. But the geezer had no editing skills at all. He just filmed. So he just filmed, put the tape in a box. He's like, sometimes I just writ on it. Sometimes I didn't really put anything on it. Sometimes I just threw it in the box. So like Banksy must have had like 8 editors to build this film together.
Yeah.
But he had like some fucking
Sick footage.
just sick footage,
Yeah,
man.
of
Like
course.
it's so good to put that all together. So yeah, in answer to that, I think it's good to document yourself if you have that opportunity.
No, I agree.
Because you never
completely.
know where it's going to go, or if it's going to be interesting to others or just yourself.
Yeah,
That's what I was gonna say,
Like
even
down
if
it,
it's just
like
yourself,
exactly. If
yeah.
you was to watch
Yeah.
it down the line, because there's a lot of things that you won't. There's a lot of things I've experienced that I don't necessarily think about or remember. So imagine you had like.
Just to cap that, actually, sorry, the guy in Exit the Bookshop, I think it was his family member or someone died, and he didn't. Someone died and he got taken away.
that shit me up. Man.
Yeah.
Was that one of the kids?
Yeah.
A horror movie. Someone died. That was it. His mum and dad died in a car crash, and then spoiler alert. Sorry, but basically he got taken into his auntie's house and no funeral, no nothing. Like didn't see any of it. So he kind of said that he captured everything because he wanted to save the moment.
Yeah.
So it was, I think if someone died, he would have gone back to the tapes. You know, it was that, and then it just evolved into him fucking meeting like Obey and Banksy, like Shepherd Fairey,
sick.
bruv. Like he sees him from the beginning.
That's
and it's
sick.
like, you know,
The thing is, what I struggled with, because like I tried to make YouTube videos based around atmosphere at football grounds and like within derbies, but the thing is what I find is staying objective from the moment, because you have to take yourself out of the moment to record it, and I struggle with that because I want to be within the moment.
yeah. You need a camera guy.
No, that's exactly it.
Yeah.
That's exactly
Tron's
it.
not for sale, bruv. Just go on spare room and then
That's it. Yeah.
Oh, do you know what's so funny? The perfect example of what you said about just like finding it difficult to be in a moment and record. Do you remember we went up to Milton Keynes with a mate who plays for FA Guns? I might just keep him unnamed anyway. He scored a banger, and then we were celebrating, and I was trying to like film it on my Instagram story, but I think I was so caught up in the moment, I accidentally selected like the disco filter. So like, I didn't know, so I'm recording and celebrating with him at the front, and I just posted it on my story, and then like an hour later, you just go on, see him celebrating, all he was
And the screen going all different colours, going.
strobe lights and everything. I'm just,
Hilarious. No, I actually need to see that. Imagine
it's in
thinking
the
it's like a decision to do that.
But it's because it was just absolute because it was when he played. I mean, if I say who, let's just say it was a struggling team.
Yeah.
So there's about 22nd in League. It was League Two at the time, playing against top Luton Town at the time away. So we was in the away end, and there's probably 250 fans, let's say, and Luton pack out their ground every week. Even in those days, sellouts every week. So what's that? Probably I'd say 10 to 15,000.
Yeah.
But we went 2-0 up, and right in front of us, they were attacking towards us as well. So 22nd has gone 2-0 up against the league leaders.
Yeah.
So we were, and it's our pal who scored, like our actual mate, not just the team, our actual mate scored. So it was absolute chaos in the away end. Our other mate who we were with was probably standing in about row 15. After everyone's finished celebrating, we look at it like, where is he? Where's he gone? He's fallen about 11 rows forward whilst he was celebrating. And he's on the floor in about row 3 or row 4. Honestly,
That's pretty dangerous.
Oh, absolute chaos.
That's a lot of beer.
Football grounds, man. Do you know what? I feel like there's such a character and atmosphere to like
I've never
lower
been.
leagues. Man.
Yeah.
Bro, it's just so intimate.
What's going on with Chelsea now? With all the
They're reviewing all the bids. Basically, there's like a
What's
short
that
list
mean?
of bids. So there's a short list of bids with like different conglomerates and different groups.
of course, yeah. Who's going to take it on you?
Yeah. So now it's looking like the LA Dodgers, the owner of the LA Dodgers, and
Isn't he owner of Celtics as well? Co-owner.
something like that. Yeah.
Celtics basketball team.
They're looking like potential favourites right now.
I find that all mad. That cut off and things like that. Weren't it people that bought a season ticket? That's who can still get it, but you can't buy new tickets. Yeah. Like I'm not the
it's
worst
weird,
to be a
isn't it?
host about football right now, but still, I'm just like, just back me up, lads.
No, you're right. Yeah, you're right.
It's
you're
weird,
right.
man.
Yeah.
It's weird. I can't lie. But like,
Barclays cut him off as well, I think, or Barclays cut off Chelsea as well, like their funding or whatever, their account.
Did Chelsea?
I just never expected to see this level of impact from like something going on.
Yeah.
In the world, like politics.
Well, because we've never seen it from another country that's been happening exactly the same.
Yeah, exactly.
like
Look at the other owners and how they've got there.
Yeah, for real.
There's
It's
something
mad.
else going on.
It's so yeah.
Pfizer.
Pfizer. Did you hear Pfizer are actually buying a football team?
Start looking into how many things Pfizer sponsors.
Yeah, it's all the news channels in
I
America.
saw that.
isn't
Yeah,
it?
Russell Brand pointed.
Yeah, that's where I saw it. Yeah.
I'm not
Kind of
even
mad
surprised.
though.
I'm not even
America's
surprised.
such a weird country, man.
It's fucking nuts.
Some of the stuff, like, I don't know. It's just weird.
I don't even know why. Like, it's just, it's so vast, and there's so much to it, I suppose. And you can go from one town to the next, or one state to the next. But like,
Yeah.
I find like
Just advertising the news with like and sponsoring it with a fucking. Do you know what I mean? Like with a drug company is just strange, bro. Like we'll never see that in this country. Like not overtly anyway.
we kind of do though. If you look at COVID, I mean, the media turned into selling vaccines. Like it was that kind of way. That
Yeah, I guess
every single day was pumping you. You know, have you got your vaccine? And then you turn on the radio. Have you got your vaccine? You know what I mean? So it there are companies or things selling to you all the time, but I think pharmaceutical do it in a kind of way that cigarettes do it at the same time. Like it's all, cigarettes can't advertise as much as they used to at all, but it's kind of subliminal. It's kind of like not in your face. It's not like we're trying to tell you a lifestyle. We're trying to secretly tell you what you fucking need. Or
I wonder how cigarettes are being advertised though.
I feel like now they're just trying to warn people off it. So they may have like the case of someone and show someone with like bad teeth or teeth falling out and stuff, and like
or
on like bus
throat
stops and stuff,
gone.
like this what will happen. But I feel like now is in this generation, I feel like as people, especially in the Western world, we just don't like to be told what to do. So subliminally, it's just like, listen, we're going to tell you what to do because you know you're not going to do it anyway and still buy some more fags. Do you know what I mean?
Well, no, they
Cigarettes,
just completely up the tax. That's why they're like 11, 12 quid when you
They're
get
fucking
Mayfair
expensive.
for like fucking $2.99. So it's like they just up the tax to, and that's what's so crazy. It's like that people, even with a baby on it, that like, you know, it harms your child or whatever, and it's that expensive, and you can do that in one fucking night if you're out on the piss or whatever, and you know it's giving you cancer or can kill you or whatever. It's still something you go and buy. So I think the addiction of that, it must be 10 times more than most fucking drugs that, like, you know, like, I'm not looking to do mushrooms every fucking day, and not for $11.99 either a pop. Do you know what I mean? So it's like the addiction level of cigarettes is insane.
I'm just struggling to think of like what, like how, because you know how tobacco companies obviously could advertise a lot more like overtly and stuff like that. You can even have like colourful packets and stuff like that. And the tax went up. Like, I can't think of the last time I've seen like tobacco advertised or in any way.
And Doc Cotton's.
But I think it's having an effect
now,
though. I
so-
swear people like less and less people are smoking these days, isn't it?
R.I.P. to a real one.
R.I.P. Yeah, she was a fucking legend, man.
What? Oh,
Doc Cotton.
June Brown.
R.I.P. man. Yeah.
I know what you mean.
She made cigarettes look good.
She did.
Yeah,
She did.
and then she went to e-cigarettes as well. But it's like,
What? Did she start smoking e-cigarettes
Yeah,
in
yeah.
EastEnders?
That's
yeah,
jokes.
and like,
You are lying.
I actually saw a clip the other day of her, and she was sitting next to Lady Gaga.
Wait, what? Iconic Doc Cotton fag smoker started smoking e-cigs in EastEnders.
I don't know if it was in EastEnders, but on Graham Norton.
Oh, okay.
I saw a clip on Facebook, and it was like I didn't realize how charismatic she was. Like she just like Lady Gaga was there. They were just Graham Norton. She was like, shall I take over the show? Like, are you all right? And literally, she had a book coming out. She's like, I don't really want to talk about that. And he's like, but you should talk about it because there's people out the back that need us to talk about it like that. But she was great. Like, she was really good. So, but yeah, I mean, but then you look at cigarettes, you're like, well, they didn't fucking kill her off in the sense, you know, she smoked her whole entire life. My nan was 92,
Crazy, innit?
and she got Alzheimer's and died because of that. And the only reason she forgot she smoked cigarettes was because of Alzheimer's.
Oh, that's mad.
She forgot she smoked cigs.
Yeah,
That's mad.
No way.
She would kind of remember every now and then, you know, Alzheimer's is a wave.
Yeah,
I would say.
yeah.
Sometimes you're back, sometimes you're there, whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, she forgot, and so that was kind of good. But it's, you know, she didn't get lung cancer or anything like that.
Saved her a load of money.
Yeah.
Towards the end.
So
It's crazy how some people can just smoke bare and never get like cancer or anything like that.
There's got to be some sort of trigger or something. Like, I don't know.
Well, I think cancer's more, rather than a disease, it's more of a deterrent. So if you're doing something wrong with your body it doesn't like, it produces cancer in a way to reject it. And you need to heal and stop doing that, what it is, so it comes back. That's what I've heard for a doctor the other day.
Do you know what I've heard? Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Next year,
Changes
I think.
the cell, basically.
I think it's next summer. There's this new Pfizer drug coming out,
You're not joking.
and I've heard it's amazing.
I'm gonna bring Pfizer back even more now. Should you always, like, if I didn't say conspiracy first, would it not have thrown you, or it would have if you just say? Because I don't find it that mad that a company that made probably near 40 billion last year in 1 year of people, that the governing body or the head of Pfizer still hasn't taken a vaccine.
Prove it.
That's the thing you can't know, isn't it?
No, I'm goading you.
But
I'm
in the
goading you. I'm
fact that-
joking.
I don't
I'm
care,
joking.
though. Keep
No, to
going,
be honest,
co-host.
to be
But at the same time, like, why? Like, if I was Chris Rock, you're American, right? I swear those guys just suit everyone. Will's got bare money, bruv. But also, then Chris Rock's tickets must have like skyrocketed.
Yeah,
on the tour as well.
he sold more in the next 48 hours than he did for the past month, apparently.
Yeah.
And also, he didn't press charges or anything.
Yeah.
He didn't press charges.
You
no.
don't want to be known as the guy that, especially like the black guy in America that pressed charges
Well,
against
That got
Smith.
that got slapped and then pressed charges.
Yeah, do you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Dunno.
Yeah, it's not a good look. I think he handled it in the best possible way.
Yeah.
Like
Right.
on the day and after as well. Like you start fucking pursuing it in courts. It's like you just look like even more of a bitch.
Proper bitch.
Yeah.
But do you know what? I saw a video of him like after. I think it's like kind of almost like during an advert break, and he looks like so sad. Like he looks like broken. Like he looks so sad, so upset, so broken. But because I was really thinking about it, and I was thinking, you know, the Oscars calls you up, and it might not be as big of a deal as it used to be, but it's going to be one of the biggest days of his career. It's got to be.
Yeah, definitely.
Because it still is, you know, if you're in that world, it's massive.
What did he say? He
massive.
did say this.
It was only presented an
biggest
award.
TV
It
moment.
wasn't like he was hosting it.
Yeah, but like it's still like it's an. Do you know what I mean? It's an honor.
Yeah,
it's an honor to
100,
be.
Yeah, especially when you know you're live to so many people.
Yeah. That's what I mean. And you've got a chance to, well, get some jokes off and get like kind of banter with the celebrities and.
It's true.
You know, have fun with it. Like the same reason, you know, why I guess Logan Paul went and done wrestling. Do you know what I mean? It's just it's to do something that you've probably you want to do, I guess. I guess.
Yeah, no. 100%.
To have that tarnished by such a massive event, like you know,
it's crazy. And there's no way while he was standing there, while Will Smith was walking up to him, there's no way that he knew he was gonna get slapped.
No way.
Even as he's walking up,
he was smiling. He's like,
there's just no possible way, surely, that you think you're gonna get slapped on stage.
I think he was thinking like he was gonna do like a jokes like
maybe
continue the bit a little bit kind of thing.
Yeah.
Will Smith
Like there's no way you expect that. Like you're
he
thinking,
had slapped someone before as well on the red carpet.
but that guy deserved it.
Yeah.
The
The
journalist. Yeah, the journalist.
Yeah.
Didn't he say something
Will Smith
outrageous or
He
something?
tried to kiss him.
Oh,
Like,
yeah,
tried to
yeah.
kiss him on the cheek. It was just like,
Try to kiss him.
Yeah,
Have you seen that video of Jim Carrey trying to kiss? Well, he actually kissed like someone who presented an award to him. Like people dug it up after he was saying that it was like a disgrace that everyone was slapping Will Smith and that. And then there's like a video of like him accepting an award and literally just smacking one like on the lips of like the girl who presented the award to him. I'm just like, she's clearly like uncomfortable.
I would have said, I was in character for The Mask or something like that.
He's a wild one though. He's a wild
yeah.
one. And now he's like,
Right.
you know, billionaire and full spiritual everywhere he goes.
Yeah,
It's like,
yeah.
Who,
okay,
Jim
bro.
Carrey, did you say?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then he's jumped on, you know, the whole like opinion of it as well, like with Will Smith and everything else. And he's like, you know, like I wouldn't have done that whatever as a comedic joke. But at the same time, I look at it like
Well, who said that?
Jim Carrey.
Oh
then
no,
I look
what did he say about the joke?
He said there's no. Why would you slap someone over that?
Oh, yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like, he
yeah,
was backing Chris Rock.
Yeah,
in a
he
way.
was,
Like,
yeah.
everyone kind of is in a way. Like most people. Don't promote.
comedians definitely will do.
I think it's weird though. There's like a lot of people that think Will was justified in what he did. But
I just think you've got
weird one.
a real tricky marriage there, and there's a lot of problems behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Obviously, she gave him a look that he didn't want to deal with.
He didn't want to deal with that.
Nah, it's a bit of a mad one. But then I also look at like where we were talking earlier about every 2 weeks there's a different news article and everything else. The flood of information that comes from all of that, like how many memes are made and everything else. And then I saw that Netflix, you know, with like was it Bird Box, these kind of films you
Yeah,
watch,
I remember
and you
that.
see so many fucking memes on, and then you watch it and you're like, well, that was like shit. And apparently Netflix actually have a team that makes memes.
I'm not surprised.
Oh, that makes sense.
So they just bust it out. So
smart.
then you think Oscars, like, you know, apart from you lot watching it live, fucking-
Loser.
And what was he doing whilst he was watching it?
bring it back.
No, but
Like,
but talking.
I was. You know what? It's like, nah, man. I was just playing a game, but it's just kind of embarrassing. Like,
What were you playing?
Truth or Dare or something.
What?
Fucking, nah,
Who you with?
I was playing a game on PS4.
On my own. I'll send you one there.
Anyway, what were we talking
I
about?
dare you to watch the Oscars. Oh, okay.
I'll do it.
I was joking.
The maths ain't mathing.
I was literally playing Rocket League on PS4, but I just find that really
Oh,
embarrassing.
no,
That's why I didn't want to say.
Rocket League's live.
No, it's not live. It's not live. I hate
What was
that
it? What game?
I used to play it. A bit. Rocket League.
Oh,
What? Talking.
League again.
It's like cars
It's like
and car football almost.
Yeah.
But talking of like forced kisses, did you not see the video of the baby trying to kiss a fan?
Oh yeah, I
Did you see
did
it?
actually. I saw it
like
earlier
that,
today.
or
Yeah, she just like curved.
First
This guy's
fan ever.
this guy's always fighting for his life. This guy's always fighting for his life. Oh, do you want to search it?
Yeah, he makes his publicist work. Good for
Yeah.
him. It's crazy.
Someone just needs
The
to
devil works hard, but
It's fucked.
yeah, the baby kiss or something. Yeah.
Wait, what was his last controversy? Because didn't he say something wild?
Yeah,
on
it's
stage
like no, it's homophobic, wasn't it, or something like that?
what's it look like? You know what it look? Oh, here. The thing is, you got
that looks like it. That looks like it.
This one.
Yeah, that's it, innit?
Yeah, this is it. This is it.
What the?
Bro, what?
What gives him the right? Like,
This is so. Who does that in their right mind? Legit.
He ain't sober though.
Fucking hell.
Look at them, like the way he's rolling. He's
Yeah,
not-
no,
he's not
you're right.
sober,
You are
he's not
right.
sober.
You are right.
That's what I mean. These one moments like dead.
But I feel like it's always him with these.
no, it is. Just,
Yeah, it's like some people just don't know how to stay out of their headlines for the wrong reasons. And
Yeah, but you think how like these people in the headlines, like as we said earlier, like it's very hard to put your mindset in someone that wakes up with $1 billion in their bank. Imagine constantly being out. You just walked out of a club. It's 4 o'clock in the morning. You've been getting on it. You've been drinking. You've been doing whatever, and then you come out and then boom, there's loads of people there. There's cameras there. Like you're about to roll up in your car. Oh no, I probably shouldn't drive. You know, like you might even forget. You know what I mean? That you're actually a watched person sometimes. So it's like it's very hard. And then the people that are following you or watching you are just waiting to catch you off guard.
Yeah.
You know, so it's just harassment really when you look at it.
And I think they must
Better
have
off
sort
staying
of
at
like
home watching the Oscars live. You know what I mean?
I'd say he's probably.
do that to stay out of trouble, kids.
Yeah,
But it must
so-
be like a superiority complex kind of thing, because it's like to feel like he's got the
straight up kiss. No.
yeah
talk.
just
Yeah.
oh
Yeah, yeah.
I'm going to kiss this
Signature,
good looking
nah,
person.
I'm
Like
gonna shove my tongue down your throat. Like yeah, no, that's weird.
I feel like it was so aggressive as the way he leans. Like,
I try to grab her head as well. Like, yeah, it's weird.
man
Man.
tried
Like
to
a
clamp
dance
her
move.
head. That was so.
Must
Oh,
be getting
so-
a real amount of girls if you think you can just do that. It only comes with a confidence of literally bagging every night. Like.
But then when you think about it, like we're talking about how they're living in a different world or unnormal to us, and then they're gonna act unnormal in certain
Yeah, yeah,
circumstances.
yeah.
You know, when you pull them out of that, and then you put drink and drugs involved, it's not gonna be a good scenario. I think a lot of the time, like well, like no one wants to be a Britney, man. Like she
Yeah.
walked in and shaved her fucking head off. But Dave Chappelle said something sick. He was like, you know, why is Mariah Carey taking £100 million contract and then dancing in the street naked, or losing the plot to photographers naked? Why is he named like a bunch of celebrities, and he was like, maybe you know these people aren't crazy. Maybe their environment's a little bit sick. And I think a lot of these people, like you're seeing Will Smith, a guy that's like so educated, so good at what he does, and then losing it on a point of like not really that much significance, but like they're blowing because there's so much pressure from all these other angles. Like I don't really rate that kind of life, to be honest. I think it's a hard one to be in, with constantly in the eye of the public. You know, like Kanye West walks into a lamppost and it's fucking everywhere for like 2 weeks.
Yeah, no, you're right.
You do hear a lot of celebrities just wishing, you know, they want all the success, but they don't want the fame. Do you know what I mean? And sometimes people get too famous, and then they're just like, do you know what? I wish
Would
I
you
could
want to be
just do-"
famous?
Yeah, man.
I think I would.
Yeah.
I don't know if I could deal with like just phones and just.
Nah, I could deal with it. I could deal with it.
24/7. Like you can't even make a
Okay.
mistake in private. do you
It's
know what I mean?
like a lot of people say they'd rather be rich than famous.
I
I think I want to do
I've-
what I want to do. And
I
if
think
that
I
causes
think I'd rather
eyes,
be
then-
rich than famous. But if the
Yeah.
option was like not being famous
Or just yeah,
or being a normal guy,
yeah.
like I think I'd take the famous option.
Yeah, no, because the money's gonna come.
It's true.
Yeah, exactly.
Like-
it's always directly linked to money.
Yeah, yeah.
But like you might not be able to do certain things that you take for granted, but like I think a lot of sick experiences as well.
Yeah,
Just to
man.
live comfortably. and
Yeah.
free,
Yeah,
to just take
financially
family on
free.
holiday.
I'd,
You
take,
can
I'd, take,
make-
I'd take being watched, man.
But you can
Yeah,
make,
I'll
you
take
can
it.
make,
I'll take it, I
you
can't
can make
lie.
a lot of money in so many different avenues from being watched. But at the same time, like I like documenting my life in a certain way. But then I think as time goes on, you know, I wouldn't look like with this if I got a commission or if I got Channel 4 on it, or if I got like someone being the boss of it and promoting it, whatever, then it wouldn't be what it is, because I wouldn't have the freedom of what it is.
Yeah.
So I find when people get famous, it's like, yeah, like obviously Ye is in a different league to kind of anyone in a genius artist kind of context, but there's still a certain tie-in to what you need to be. Like when you hit his
your
level,
public
not really,
image.
but I mean, when you're in sort of a fame light, you become a brand. Like people are now brands, you know, like the family names kind of going, you know, like Ralph Lauren or these clothing names or Gucci and everything else. It's now becoming people as a singular brand, you know, and I find in that way it's like it's changing a lot. And then I find through this avenue, maybe that through fame, that's what's going to happen to you. Like you're going to be told to do this, told to do that.
Yeah, I can see that.
You know what I mean? That's the only thing that worries me with it.
I
It's
can
like,
see
will
that.
I
But
still be able to do what I want to do?
There are some people who have like been famous, and sort of maintained like a
Yeah, I don't give a
normal-
fuck. I'm gonna
normal
do what I
public
want.
image, if you
Yeah,
know what I mean.
yeah. That too. Yeah. Chris Martin from Coldplay.
Yeah, I swear.
What's
yeah.
he doing now?
What the fuck does he do?
He
They don't even
He on
need
a
to
beach, yo.
Coldplay don't even need to promote themselves.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they don't.
They drop an album, fucking bare people all over the world.
Yeah, it's all yellow, man.
That fucking Michael Bublé just pops up at Christmas.
Yeah, man.
And it's like,
Bublé, trust. These men don't even need to do interviews, nothing.
no, it's
They don't need to work with brands. Mariah Carey never needs to work with another brand in her life after that Christmas song.
Yeah, the royalties and that they're just never ending.
Yeah, like
She's
I feel like certain famous people have got it good. Like they don't need to really interact with like their fame, their success isn't directly linked to how much
Britney
time
had it
they
bad.
They
like,
work with brands and stuff like that.
Britney, I swear that's a song or whatever. But like, Britney had it like her dad had I can't remember what it's called.
there's
The word for
not
it.
censorship. No, there's the
He had control over her
Oh, this is-
finances
Oh,
because of her mental health.
Yeah,
Oh,
conservative.
thank God
Yeah,
for
and
that.
she won that. So it was like, you know, the whole Free Britney thing.
Yeah.
But, you know, I think the press have kind of changed a little bit. I think they don't target people in such a crazy way, or they do, I'm not sure. But it's like
They did with like Sterling and shit. Flipping. Oh, that was
who's Sterling?
Raheem Sterling, no England player.
Oh, yeah.
What did they do? What did you
Football,
say? The
right?
press?
Well, not recently. Yeah, not recently. I
Oh,
would
with the
say.
gun tattoo on
Yeah,
his
yeah,
stomach.
yeah.
I remember
All that
yeah.
stuff.
They used to hound him.
Yeah, that was
everything. Like
That
even
was
if he brought his
wild.
mum a house, like he'll get branded as flashy. Rich footballer buys his mum like 500 grand big 6-room mansion, and
Wouldn't
then,
you want your
As
son
if,
to do that?
as if
so
that's
good.
not the thing to do.
exactly?
Yeah, it's
and then,
ridiculous.
And then you see another story of like Phil Foden buys his mum a house, and it's like, 17-year-old sweetheart footballer Phil Foden buys his mum an amazing house, this and that. I'm just like, do you know?
You know what though? Like, do you ever see
But if
those
it sells,
articles?
they'll keep doing
exactly.
it. Bang, bang, bang.
Exactly.
That
When
cable
people
Yeah.
click and talk about it, it's like it's obviously
It's a
trying to
drive
wind
of
people
profit.
up and yeah.
And not the person behind it. And that's where I think you're fucked if you go down, you know, where we're at, like freedom of speech in a sense. You can get cancelled so quick and everything else. But then I'm not too worried anymore. I'm just going to say what I'm going to say, and then the repercussions might come after. But it's like if it does sell, or you start doing trending talks, you know, like we
But,
talked about
like,
Will Smith for fucking 2 hours. Like,
You see, it's very difficult with when you see articles like that, because like if you ignore it, it might genuinely have an effect on how people view, say for example, like black footballers compared to white footballers or whatever. When you call it out, it's like you're giving the paper what they want in terms of giving it traction and like getting like fucking the clicks that they wanted. So it's like, what do you do? Do you ignore it?
yeah.
Or do you like address it?
I think when it becomes awareness of racism or things like that, that needs to be brought to attention. Like
Yeah.
the way people were treating the three guys that they were taking the penalty kicks, or two guys on terrible.
Yeah.
The
yeah.
final, like,
The racism and the monkey emojis and shit like that was around that. It's like that needs to be full fucking attention in that. But when you have a celebrity, race, culture, whatever it is, and you are just ruining their fucking life and following them every day and waiting for them to snap just to get money, that needs to be put into a law that you can't do. You know, like Diana was fucking chased
Yeah.
all the time, you know? So it's like, after that, there should have been a law.
And she was fire, you know.
She was fire. Like,
She was
yeah,
fire.
yeah.
I vaguely remember her, you
Hamid,
know.
Al fired. You know, you seen that Ali G?
Yeah, Ali G and
Best Ali G
Al-Fayed.
ever,
Yeah. No, I've seen it. That's the thing.
I love it, bro. Yeah, he's standing there just giving it his all. Like,
But didn't he have a
Al-Fayed.
statue outside of Fulham's?
Oh, that's
Michael
his
Jackson.
dad.
yeah.
Because he owned Harrods and he bought
Yeah, yeah.
Fulham Football Club as well.
You straight up,
Dodie.
he's like, they won't give me a passport. I've got Owen Harris that won't give me a passport.
Right.
Yeah, that's what he's saying on Ali G.
Oh, I can't
Yeah.
remember the interview.
Yeah.
So what? He's got to fly in by like private jet or something.
I don't even know. Like maybe he just does a visa. He flies out one day or whatever. I think he's dead now though, isn't he?
Who?
Mohammed
Mohammed Al Fayed.
But
Yeah.
I fired.
I'm not even sure. Or did he just like?
He might have been.
put
I'm
himself
not
in
sure.
the freezer?
Must know,
He sold up, right? He
Yeah,
sold.
it's not. He doesn't own Fulham anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's so crazy when you're talking about just like racism in the media and like, you know, when there is blatant racism, you have got to make it aware. But I feel like newspapers just know that sells. So, for example, they'll blatantly call, they'll make a story about, let's just say like Stormzy or
No,
something.
bro, I was gonna bring
And
this
then
up.
Stormzy, and then they'll have a picture of like Romelu
Yeah,
Lukaku.
it's on purpose.
Who's like,
Definitely
you know what I mean?
purpose.
It's like,
Yeah.
like physically the same. Like he's big, he's red, he's black, dark skinned, and then they'll blatantly just call him like
Put the wrong
put
picture.
the wrong
There's been way too many of those mistakes.
I
for them
wouldn't.
all to
I
be
wouldn't
Come on,
say.
man.
I
No
wouldn't
way.
say when I was
Crazy.
talking earlier that I was coming from looking at the Sun or a media basis. I was looking more as a community social media. That's where I'm seeing my information from, because the media, the way they would drive, say, Black Lives Matter, to how they would drive ex rebellion, the climate change people, they're getting 10 years in prison. Black Lives Matter. It's almost like they want that to be driven in a way where there isn't many police problems, there isn't many things like that. And if people are standing outside Shell, gluing themselves to the table against a corporation, which you're going to say conspiracy, but they sponsor most of the media companies, they're not fucking having it at all. You know, the media is fully against that kind of shit. It's so distorted, you can't really follow what it is a lot of the time, I find. But if I'm looking for where the culture is or where people are looking at stuff, I'm usually looking at social media, because it's the general consensus of what people are saying, but also that's where most of the negativity was coming from with the football games and everything else. Bang.
Is Michael Jackson's statue still outside Fulham?
I think so.
Was he actually?
No, they might have removed it. You know.
I'd love to know.
I didn't even know he fucking had.
I'll have a little
I saw a
selfie.
Winston Churchill statue outside fucking Woodford the other day. I didn't even know that was fucking.
Woodford.
Yeah, but what? There's a Michael Jackson
I
statue.
feel like there was. I feel like Mohammed Al Fayed actually.
Oh, they were like mates or something.
yeah,
weren't they?
like good mates, and I think
So
to
random.
tribute him, yeah, he put a statue of Michael Jackson outside Craven Cottage.
Imagine being a Fulham fan and like your club has zero connection to Michael Jackson, and there's just a fucking statue of him outside your stadium.
Would you rub his nose for good luck?
I'd like the link though.
I'm
I'm gonna
not
lie.
laughing.
I'd enjoy the
I'm
link.
not laughing at that.
He did used to buy a lot of stuff though on Michael, innit?
It was removed by his successor,
What?
Shahid Khan.
Fair.
I wonder where it is.
Probably
Yeah,
auctioned off
trust.
somewhere.
Someone probably bought it or something like that.
It's been removed.
You know,
from-
I heard some crazy statistic the other day that there's more wild cats in captivity in Texas than wild cats in the wild or some shit like that.
You really
Mad.
looked into this fact.
Oh,
Some shit like that.
you know,
Yeah, but that's wild.
You know how many dogs are killed in America from being in kennels a year?
It depends if Michael Vick's in jail or not.
6 million.
Damn.
Damn.
I don't know how we got here,
Can
but
I
I was
just-
still reading up on the Michael Jackson statue. But the Michael Jackson statue, you know, it was removed from the National Football Museum. So basically, when it was removed from Fulham,
Yeah.
they moved it to the National Football Museum. But then they removed it from the National Football Museum
Yeah.
after that documentary, you know, that
The Michael
Neverland
Jackson
one.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
On the one on Channel 4.
That's
And
crazy.
where is
So
it
where the
now?
fuck is that statue? I don't know.
Listen. Welcome to In the Shed with Ryan, where you really get to know
No, the
Conspiracy.
You get to the facts.
So I think, lads, if we put our four minds together and our powerful work ethics, as shown by Mr. Morning Breath over here,
Yes.
we're gonna find this statue
We're gonna
should we
fucking
go out
find the
and find
statue.
that?
right now.
Yeah, let's go do that.
I'm
It is.
down.
We could take it, put it here.
We could take it.
Yeah, I've got a grinder.
Stick in the garden.
I think that's the best thing to do after this pod, really. Can't really do anything else.
Do you know I've really been thinking of like a Michael Jackson song pun about football for like the last couple of minutes, and I can't get a good enough one, and I'm really annoyed at myself.
Michael Jackson's.
It doesn't matter.
You heard about his pronouns though. Hee hee.
Oh, Christ, get out of here.
That's fucking...
Get out right now. Get out.
On that
of
point,
here.
though, what do you think about the trans athletes, like the swimmer that won and looked about 7 foot tall?
That's a good question. What do you think, Mr. Rashconte?
It's mad because I was having this mad debate with my sister the other night, and I know you just pissed that onto me to answer.
Like body structure is just different, though.
It's crazy because there's a part of me. Don't get me wrong. I'm
Ooh,
all for
transphobic.
inclusion. No. There's a part of me. I'm all for inclusion.
I'll be cancelled straight for whatever you say.
I'm all for inclusion.
And then I'll just say Charlie was the co-host.
I'm all for inclusion, but
yeah.
when you say that, it's
But
I
I feel like Piers Morgan right now. I feel like Piers Morgan, freedom of speech. Like I said, I'm all for inclusion.
You should not class yourself like that.
But
He's a cunt.
there's the sort of like sportsman competitive side of me, which is like, I get it. You know, you've transitioned after God knows how long, because I can't imagine the sort of like pain that you know someone who feels like they've grown up in the wrong body must be feeling. Like that's just something I just can't imagine. But then, like I said, the sports side of me is like, but you have a physical advantage over like a lot of the other competitors, and if you know, like for example, they're smashing all the records. Is that fair?
What I'll say is, for me, this is when the left goes so far that it starts to eat its own tail like a snake. It goes so far left that it's right, because in my opinion, following on from your point, it's anti-feminist. Because all the women, women who are born women are being, again, put down. Do you know what I'm saying? Are being...
Yeah.
It's,
I get what you're saying.
detrimental to...
There was a picture of the... I don't know the true facts on the exact swimming competition or whatever, but there were the 3 women that competed against transgender. They all stood on one separate podium themselves.
Yeah, I saw
and then
I haven't seen this.
And then the transgender
person a lot closer together.
Yeah, stood to so you could tell the feelings of what it was there. And you know, I just think, you know, we still have, you can accept someone's soul for being different in the way that they are in a vehicle. That's fine. And if we're living in a world now where you can change that, that's fine. And if you want to identify that. But when you're looking at physicality and biology, there's a different structure, bone structure. There's a different muscle structure, like in sport.
Testosterone.
MMA, like boxing. When we start going into these changes, you know.
Oh man, that'd be crazy. If
you know, Muay Thai fighting.
That's the, like,
do you know what I mean?
Like,
So
people
this is where you're gonna see. Okay, so why isn't that happening so quickly now?
There was a trans Muay Thai fighter.
Yeah, and how did that go down?
She was fucking people up.
Yeah,
legit.
Yeah.
Fucking men up as well. Just fucking everyone up.
Yeah.
She was sick.
But didn't she only like revealed that she transitioned maybe like midway or towards the end of her career sort of thing?
I'm not sure.
Is she a girl or a boy?
Male transition to female, if I'm not mistaken.
Really?
Yeah.
What? And she was fighting like other girls.
Do you know what? I feel I'm gonna have to get details because I can't remember.
But that is the main
so,
obstacle when you look at it. Like,
that's
as
crazy
we're going to be looking like 4 men sitting here talking like men are a stronger part in that kind of sense, right? These seagulls are.
I thought they had sirens for a second.
Yeah,
the
sheds back. Yeah, they come later, so you get Holocaust. That's like 12 o'clock.
That's just lullabies round here.
Yeah, but what was I fucking saying? Yeah, I look at like the transition. If it is male to female, then we're all equal in different terms. But I think when you're looking at athletes at a certain sense, women are going to be better in certain places at the same time. We're going to see the same on both sides, and I think maybe the unfairness will be revealed. But at the same time, I don't disrespect for anyone for doing what they're doing in that avenue if they feel the body they're in is in the body what it is. But I think maybe we need to make different regiments of sports. Why don't you just have trans sports in that way? Like,
that's what I was gonna say. Is it out of the question to like?
I just don't think there's enough compared.
But then we just dividing all the time.
It's funny because I made
where do you make it good?
I made that point to my sister, and she was like, "But then that's just
Putting them in one place.
Yeah, putting them
Yeah,
in one box. It's not being inclusive.
No, but like,
No, but
if we're all
there's
honest with ourselves and we understand the advantages that, say, for example, that swimmer has over other swimmers, it's like we can't put you in that competition because it's not fair on the other girls. So it's like you kind of have to race in your own competition. Like that's the only way I see it.
It's
like,
true.
it can
It's
be
true.
fair.
It's
Like,
true. It's true.
It's crazy. I would
like
really wanna know
you
women's
are a girl,
perspective.
cool. Like you're a girl, but you have to understand that your time as a boy on this earth directly, like impacts like your ability at
But
the sport.
also-
So it's like you can't be putting someone who hasn't had that physical advantage as well.
Yeah.
And I don't think that's such a weird thing to say, but why like?
But also,
You know,
we're in this early stage of it in a sense. Like,
Yeah.
that transition, this hormonal tablets takes a long time in a sense, doesn't it? You have to go through operation, and you know, like what's the different? What's it going to be like when that transition is almost walk into a place and come out within 20 minutes, and that transition changes your whole body structure. Like in
you
say
get a new
10
body kind of
10 years or 20 years, or that's just you go into a med bed or whatever, and you can just I want to change my body to this structure, or it could be people that are in
Or like
MMA
synthetic bodies, and you just put your fucking mind and soul into it, like Westworld.
What do you think the average dick size would be?
Everyone would,
Everyone would have 8.
yeah. You as soon as it comes around, we can change your body. There would just be queues. Like, the new Supreme job would be dead. Everything would be dead. It'd just be all the guys would be there. There'd be no more camping anymore.
Pfizer, if you're listening, as I know you are, obviously.
Sponsored
Know
by
what to
Pfizer.
do. Yeah.
Question: if there's one part of yourself physically that you could change,
Jeez,
what would
man.
it be? And literally, they'll be like, "No, literally, Pfizer." They'll be like, "Listen, we'll inject this into you, and then you'll grow a new
Nothing.
what?"
You came with a self-love.
Okay.
Not even that,
self-love.
because I ain't bothered by it. Because I think it's like you get this one. Maybe you get this one life. Maybe you get this one vehicle. Maybe you get more. Who knows? But how I look at it is like I don't need to change myself physically to fit into anything, because I feel like vocally and like this is a kind of to me kind of a character in a sense. It's like I can play it that way. I can play it this way, but I haven't had any kind of problem with a feeling that can grate on me that I need to fit in a certain way because of the way I look. So for someone else, it might be different. But for me, it's always been like, yo, you look how you look.
I feel you. I feel you. But
That plastic surgery would always be off the cards for you. Like,
Yeah, I wouldn't be. I wouldn't.
Same,
But
same,
even
same.
if I get old, you get old. Like that's how you're meant to look at that time.
Yeah.
gracefully.
Yeah.
But
I'll be Tron. No filming, bruv. Like
what?
Tron, stop filming.
Yeah, just audio only.
I'm 75 now. I'm looking like Will Smith in that sad video.
But nah.
Trying to free your
But Mr. MB, what would you change, and which hairstyle would you have?
You're fucking deep.
Let me get up here and slap you.
Man's got a hat on though.
I'm looking forward to G.I.
honestly-
Joe. G.I. Joe 2.
Honestly, that like G.I. Joe, you know. But the technology is there. Don't get
Violation.
it twisted. The technology is there.
Yeah, but
Like,
you
I
gotta
could- I
have
could do
black
it.
eyes for like 3 weeks.
Yeah, I
bruv.
could do it. I
And
could
you
do
look
it.
ill if you
I
do
could
that
do
shit.
it, but I
Not
don't
in
think I
Turkey,
would.
though.
I don't think I would.
Don't go Turkey.
Fair.
Honestly,
Don't go any of
yeah.
those half budget prices.
Too late for some.
You end up with you end up with a
Not
Hey,
saying me,
I
by
can't
the
take it
way.
back.
Not saying me, by the way.
end up with a hairy back, bro. You don't put hair on your head.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
But would like being
If
serious
you lost your
about
head,
that
do you think you'd go? Like,
I'd be
Turkey?
stressed.
I'll be
To be honest, I'm
stressed.
starting to get a little bit stressed. I'm starting to
Yeah, you might get
Guys, look
karma
at
from
flights
that,
for
yeah.
Istanbul.
Do you
That's
think
expensive.
you think you'd undergo the that process?
Probably not. Probably not.
I fucking hate them adverts.
What advert?
Which ones?
Fucking hate the
seeing the dots and
that shit, like a sponge to me. I don't like the
So
texture.
you've got that.
Like the holes in it.
Fear of holes.
Yes,
Yeah.
because there's that fear of
But
holes.
that shit, I'm like, bro, like why
Yeah.
advertise it in that way? Just do it before and after.
Yeah, innit? Like,
Bald,
you.
not
don't show
bald.
us the process.
Don't need to see the process.
Don't need to see how the meat is made. Like,
Yeah, exactly, vegan. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Yeah.
no, Rash, what did you change? Would you change anything?
I don't know. I feel like
I could do with green eyes. I could do
green eyes?
or grey eyes. Oh,
changing the eyes for the colours for the seasons. I feel like if you would have asked me in my teens, there would have been probably one or two things.
yeah, your
There was
calves,
no,
isn't
like-
it?
Oh, actually, yeah. Do you know what? I was gonna say nothing. I'm just happy that I am now through maturity. But yeah, give some bigger cards.
That's a low blow.
Literally.
Now, do you know what? You probably G-checked me because I was gonna say something like nothing, man. I'm just mature. Like, and I actually thought that. Yeah, nah, carbs, man. Yeah, but I'm at peace now, anyway.
So was
You've
it
been banging
actually
gym
your
recently, anyway. I see you.
I haven't really. I haven't had
Rash
much
be doing
time.
them. He's doing them early morning posts. I just makes guilt trips you for not being in there.
Nah, but you know what it is? My son wakes me up.
So you want to get away?
Yeah, trust me. He's to get
Darling, I've got to go gym.
Gym time.
Just goes to the cafe bit.
No, but because obviously, like being a new dad, you wake up about 6-7 times in the morning. Not because like my son's waking me up now. It's just if I hear a noise,
Instinct,
then there's the
innit?
instinct. I just want to check up on him.
Yeah.
And so like, he'll
Was he
probably
sleeping in the room with you?
Yeah, he sleeps
Yeah,
with us.
yeah,
He
yeah,
sleeps
yeah.
with us.
Yeah.
He sleeps in between us. He's just like a very like needy baby. Yeah.
Yeah.
You put him in his cot with his Moses basket.
You ever scared that you might roll over in your sleep one day?
Do you know what? It used to be a fear, but because he sleeps in like his little sleeping bag, and obviously we're very aware. So like my missus will be on literally the edge of the bed. I will be literally up against the wall. So he's got enough space to literally just like sleep diagonally if he wants to. Do you know what I mean? But no, you're just always aware of like what's happening, where they are to even sort of do that.
Yeah.
Your
becomes
brain's
such a light
always
sleeper.
working, isn't it?
That's it, bro.
yeah.
That's it.
Have you not watched The Sopranos before?
Years ago.
I tried
Do you
to.
remember that
I ain't
scene
watched
where
it,
like
yeah.
Tried to. Fell asleep.
Chris gets high on like heroin or whatever, and he ends up like I think he was like sitting on his girlfriend's dog. Dog. And he didn't know because he was so high. But
He killed the dog.
That just reminded me of like maybe just rolling over.
Yeah.
That's why I just-
What about is it train
Yeah, he
train
killed the dog
spotting as well?
Oh, the baby
the
on the
baby.
ceiling, yo.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
Train spotting. Yeah.
The baby goes on the ceiling and
Yeah.
turns his head around.
Isn't it?
But it's
Yeah.
because the
Calm.
baby dies, doesn't it?
Scary.
Because
Yeah, that's why
they're too
that's
busy.
why he's coming down. Well, he's got withdrawals and shit, so he's hallucinating.
Yeah. That was dark.
Yeah.
Proper.
Sorry, lads.
Right.
Wow.
Shout outs.
Shout outs.
Rashid, bro. Like, what's
You're
coming
at-
up? We had a mid break or mid co-host.
Yeah.
Said a little bit about what we're doing.
Yeah, yeah.
Anything?
Yeah. Do you know what? I think now it's just about keeping the momentum, to be fair. 'Cause
Yeah.
After, obviously, the Represent Radio.
Oh yeah, you said you had a story. Did you not say you wanted to speak about that or something?
What,
Represent.
yeah.
The weird
Can't
live
remember.
and shit.
The Weird Live. The Weird Live. Oh, my God, yeah.
You ever considered just changing it to The Weird Live now?
Bro, I was honestly gonna change the username and stuff. I was gonna make a big deal of it. I've like screen recorded her saying it, so I'm gonna do a post about it still.
Yeah.
I mean, if I was a bit bigger, I'd do a whole like massive like limited merch and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's great marketing,
yeah.
honestly.
It's
Great
just
marketing.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
Oh, do you know what? Oh, actually, no. I'll save it for another day. Go on. Sorry, Rash.
No, don't do that to us.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Now
no.
it's eating me away.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about the Michael Jackson statue, but also
Where are
By
we
the
gonna
way,
start? Where are we gonna
I
start?
still can't find out where that Michael statue.
well, I've got the punto and it'll go in the back. Yeah.
Shout.
Shed on the road. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Taking it on the road. We're taking it on the road.
What are you gonna say?
Go on. I'll let Rash finish and then I'll say.
We'll
It.
bring it around.
I can't
Yeah,
remember
yeah.
what I was gonna go with it, but just being on Represent, having that guest mix was just like really, really good exposure, and it was such a challenge because, you know, I've sort of been on and off my decks for X amount of reasons, you know, like maybe not being inspired, life, work, you know,
Being a father.
kid, being a father. Yeah, it's hard. It's
no
hard to
sleep.
balance. Yeah, it's hard to
Yeah.
balance. But
Yeah.
I think there was that time just during my maternity leave where I was waiting. We're waiting for my son to be born, because he was 12 days late. Usually spent that time, just smashing out like mixes. on my
Yeah,
decks.
yeah.
I just had that time where I wasn't at work,
Yeah.
wasn't tired. I was sort of fully focused and something I just wanted to get out of the way, and it was just.
So when did your paternity start from? I'm just wondering, like, if like people at work started to get a bit funny, like. Right, when
Nah, not even my. I'm not gonna say what company I work for at the moment, but the maternity is. I basically only got like 2 weeks full paid.
It's kind of fucked, though. Do you know what I
It's so
think?
for
fucked.
that.
Yeah, it's
And
not
then
fair, innit?
Every week I wanted to take, it was literally like statutory sick pay.
Because I think,
Fuck
like,
Oh, that's so.
But so I literally
deep,
had to
bro.
use
So you
2
used
weeks
to
of my own holiday.
because it's more like the
straight
man
after.
and the woman
Yeah.
is
For a
looked
month
at.
off.
It's more like the man and the woman is looked at rather than the child. Because it's like when you think about it, okay, yeah, the woman obviously needs long
Yeah.
to recover and everything
Yeah,
else, but the
100%.
idea is that the baby actually, when it first comes into life or first comes into existence, is that it actually is around its mum and its dad for a long period of time.
Yeah, of
Yeah.
course.
100%.
You know, so I think where there's less on either side, it's not the right way to be done.
Yeah, and
I think there's a new law where you could like separate, you could like share your maternity and paternity.
Oh, that's
can.
sick.
Yeah,
yeah. So
That's
like,
sick.
yeah, before
like,
about
yeah, you can even it up if you want and like. have
Right,
it.
bring it out.
If I was the woman, I'd be like, "Are you dumb? I'm chilling."
Yeah, trust me, it's crazy.
yeah.
Leave things how they are, like.
Yeah, for real.
Any shout outs to you then? Like, you're obviously not bringing out another fucking episode, are you?
No, maybe
I'm actually
one
waiting
day.
for one. That's why I.
No, yeah, one day soon. Like, but I don't know. Like, obviously, personal circumstances have changed a little bit, and I need to focus on other things slightly. So, but like,
Better.
yeah,
Can
what,
we
what,
just say for the better?
yeah, huh?
Like your personal circumstances have changed for the better.
Yeah, for the better. It's not dark, not like, it's not bad. But like, yeah, I just feel like 'cause,
You probably have more content though.
Huh?
If it was bad.
Yeah,
I'm coming back on here. This is shit. I got bit by a dog.
it's true. Best episode.
Yeah.
But yeah, like one day I'll pick it back up again, innit? But for now, I'd just rather just come here.
Sweet,
You
I'm
should
down.
just drop these on.
You're a good
on
guest,
yours.
bro. I enjoy you.
Yeah, cheers, mate. Thank you.
Yeah, good. And you? The weird lives?
Yeah, man. Just getting back into it. Getting back into designing my own clothes as well.
Are you
Doing
doing that
one
again?
of
Yeah?
ones. Huh?
You doing another summer collection? Or
Nah. To be honest, I'm focusing more on my own stuff now. Just doing like one of ones. So do it like reconstructing clothes.
okay.
Just focusing on the art of it again and doing stuff that I want to do and
Yeah,
why I fell in love with it in the first place and
Yeah, yeah.
upcycling and things like that. And
Yeah.
it's just enjoyable, man. I enjoy it in these charity shops and shit, man.
Yeah.
And just being inspired, just read it, just becoming re-inspired. To be honest,
Yeah,
just
yeah,
like what
yeah.
Rashid was saying, just
Cycle
becoming
comes
re-inspired.
back.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. But just before we go, what's that? Is that like?
It's a pipe. It's a
Damn,
Swedish
that's like
pipe.
Gandalf's pipe or something.
Yeah, it looks like it still.
It's crazy. Have you used it?
No, and I probably wouldn't because, well, you could probably put tin foil in it. Do it correct. But you could put a bit of tin foil in it and maybe smoke from that. But I don't know how to clean through that. And
Oh, okay, yeah, I see.
yeah.
Yeah, you'd have to clean the whole inside of it.
see this can I got though from a fucking corner shop. It's
Oh, what? Bob
Is that the
Ross?
Bob
Ross, bruv.
Oh my days.
It's an energy drink.
He's got an energy drink.
Yeah, it was pretty lit, you know. I did drink it. I was like, oh, I've got to try it.
Where'd
Yeah,
you get
you've
it
got
from?
to try that. Where'd you get it?
There's a corner shop. Well, it's not really. It is a corner shop, but it's not really near me. It's in Southgate. But they sell all American sweet
those.
flaming hot Cheetos, shit like that. Like he's got all this.
Your
American
favourite?
stuff. Yeah, man. Fucking $5.99 a fucking bag. Broke.
Worth it.
So yeah. Well, lads, let's kill it. Let's go out.
Actually, I actually need a piss. I've been holding
I
piss
need
for
a
about
piss.
good
But wait,
hour.
before we go, we've got
Is
at
anything else?
Rash RASH. Go on.
CONTE. You can go on my Mixcloud. Listen to my latest guest mixes at Rashconte, RASHCONTE.
Hit him up for bookings.
I couldn't spell shit.
Laying it down.
I'll put all the links below. On
links below,
Spotify
links
and
below.
everything else.
But I remember Charlie saying you keep getting his name wrong whenever you do.
Wait, who's?
Is it
Mine,
IE
mine.
or EY?
IE.
EY.
Hey.
Hey. Yeah, whatever. Yeah. I'll do it anyway. Yeah. Charlie. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Nah, this whole pod's been sponsored by Pfizer.
Yeah,
Thanks for
Charlie.
listening, Ryan. Thanks
Get your
for having us
vaccine.
again.
Yeah.
Mad love.
your
Thanks
vac- get your vaccine.
And you've
Get your vaccine.
no, your pod's been going in, man. I really enjoy it.
Yeah,
For real,
respect,
from
definitely.
a fan's
Thanks.
perspective.
Also, if you
The growth is beautiful to see, bro.
thank you,
Setup's
man.
amazing,
Thank you.
man. The
Means a
setup
lot. Means a lot.
fucking
If
amazing.
you want to meet up on the street and just maybe ask you what reality is, that's also quite interesting. What I'm doing.
Oh,
now.
should we stage one?
I hate the stage runs on TikTok and shit, but yeah, baby, who knows? See.
Just know that you're chatting to Ryan from the shed.
Is there any cider in the shed?
Money low, jiggle.
Get the fuck up. Simon says, get the fuck up. Throw your hands in the sky. Weezer's in the back, sipping yak, yo, what's up?